Yo, my boy Chris, how we doing? How we doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, man, this is our first show. I'm excited for it. I promised the people, my two followers, that we're gonna start this. So let's get this going, right? My promise
Hey,
is a promise.
now that I'm here, it'll be three followers. So you know,
Hey, that's my boy right there, everybody. That's my boy. But all right, man. Yo, let's start with a little recap from Monday Night Raw. What you think of the first segment, man? Just starting off with the vision.
I'm kind of over the vision. I like that Seth came back.
I don't.
This this whole masked man shit, I'm really over it. I could think of like four separate occasions over the last like 6, 7 months where there's been a masked man.
Hmm.
And we were even at one with our truth at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Um, And it's just like, bro, like, think of something else. You know what I mean?
Nope.
I feel like the vision comes out every week and they say the same thing over and over and over again.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, like this fucking faction is cursed, bro. Like,
It really
you
is.
know, Seth went down and then Braun goes down and then Bronson goes down and then now you're left with Logan Paul and Austin Theory and it's like, all right, like that's a good team, but they weren't even there in the beginning. So like, what are we even doing here still?
Yeah.
Um, So I don't know, man. That's just my feelings about it. I'm kind of over it. I'm tired of all the run-ins and the them starting the show and them main eventing shows, and I'm ready for this thing to be over.
Hmm.
So again, it's good that Seth is back because I feel like now we can finally progress some story, and we'll see where it goes from here, I guess.
No, for sure. 100% agree with you. I personally think, dude, that the moment because I know the plan was to always have Seth be out of the group.
Right.
Braun Breaker was gonna be the guy, but I personally feel like that happened too quick. I think they should have waited a little bit more.
I agree, but at the same time, I feel like it had to happen when it happened because Seth was hurt.
And
Um,
that's the other
he,
thing.
he got hurt. Was it during the Crown Jewel match with Cody? I think is
That's
when it was.
right. You're right. Yeah.
And then I think it was like the week after that they kicked him out. And again, it had to happen, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, it happened way too soon. It sucks it.
Yeah.
And again, it had to happen at that time.
And yeah, it's just these injuries, man. Like, it sucks that it happens to these wrestlers, but it's just it ruined it. Like how you said earlier,
Right.
that team is really cursed. Like nothing against Logan Paul. I know a lot of people don't like him, but yo, he is fucking talented. But
No,
it
I
doesn't
like
fit.
Logan Paul. I mean,
It doesn't
maybe
fit.
not as maybe not as a person, but
Yeah,
in ring and as a wrestler, he's really good.
he is
I
really
have no
good.
issue with him. Same thing with Austin Theory.
Same thing with him.
But it's just like,
They're not
why? It's like, why do I care? You know what I mean?
exactly like
Like,
they're not the Vision. Like
no,
they're not the Vision.
no,
Like maybe later, they could have been if the other guys were still around, but it's just
right.
like honestly to me, just looking at Paul Heyman, even Paul Heyman looks done with this team already, dude.
Yeah, no, he really.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing,
yeah,
and I wonder if Seth hitting him with the chair and hitting him with the stomp is like, him saying, "All right, like I'm fucking done with this."
yeah. That's true.
Um, but yeah, man, it's just I don't know. Like I said, I stopped caring about the Vision a while ago,
Um,
and it was one thing like first like I like Braun
mhm,
Breaker. I don't think that he's gonna be as great as everybody says he is. Again, this is just my opinion.
mhm.
I really liked when it was time for Bronson Reed to kind of take over because I really do like his character.
Yeah.
But then, again, he goes down too. So it's like, okay, so why do I care now?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
So that's just my opinion.
No,
It is what it
100%.
is.
With Braun Breaker, like I'm one of those that thought he was gonna be like as big as like people were saying,
Mm,
but because what was that promo where it was against CM Punk and he's like, I'm gonna take your wife. Like it
right.
wasn't the best promo, but it was like, hey, it caught my attention now. Like
I just
he was kind
think
of getting there, but then this
I
injury
just think
stuff.
that
Uh-huh.
that in a world with the Obafemis and the Trick Williams and the Javon Evans,
Oh man.
honestly, he takes a back seat to all three of them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely, dude.
And especially with Javon Evans, the dude's only 20.
That dude's
You know,
20. Yeah.
he has, the next fucking literally 20 years
Oh yeah.
to build a career. So again, I just think that he takes a back seat to all three of those. Again, my opinion, but again, he's going to be great. He's going to be main eventing WrestleManias. He's going
Hmm.
to win a bunch of championships. I just don't see him as the face of the company.
Nah.
Um, but again, I really did like him. I'm just this whole vision shit. I'm really, really over
The
it.
vision is done, dude. I want that
Yeah,
done. I'm sick of these masks,
yeah,
man. Like it's not a, what do you call it? Like it's not a shock factor anymore. You know, it's like, oh my
right,
god, here we go again. And then when
right.
they keep adding random people that we don't know, it's like it's not. You know, obviously they're people trying to make it themselves as well. That's great, but as an audience, as a fan, we don't know who they are, so
Right.
it's not engaging at this point. Like until Seth came back, then that was like okay, somewhat interesting. But even then, I personally don't think that like Seth will make the vision any better. Maybe just like I don't know, 10% better. But
Well, I mean, and even then, Seth isn't going to be part of the vision anyways.
yeah, or
I mean,
like just
unless,
feuding with them too. It's still not gonna
right,
make the
right,
vision
right.
coming out any better, in my opinion.
No, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I can also see a world because it came out that the masked men that they were using were actually his students from his school. So I was
Oh.
wondering if maybe they were gonna start like a faction between them, but it's like okay, well then and then what? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like you're gonna start this faction with these people that nobody really knows on a team with Seth Rollins, and it's like okay, well that's obviously Seth Rollins is your star.
Hmm.
Why do I care about these other people? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Nah. Exactly.
Um, I just like I said, I just think this shit is done. I think that Logan Paul and Austin Theory would make a really good tag team. I think they should just drop division shit and continue on from there. Again, Paul Heyman getting, put into the ambulance, to me signals that he's over this shit as well.
Yeah.
So, we'll kind of see where it goes from here. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see this faction lasting, past this year.
Nah. Yeah.
If it doesn't end before that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gotta end.
But yeah.
I'm yeah. Probably maybe WrestleMania might be the ending of the whole thing.
But then it's like, okay, well, who faces who at WrestleMania?
Yeah. That's
You know
another
what I mean?
that's
I
another
can see
thing.
again.
Uh,
I can see Logan in theory facing off against the Usos at WrestleMania. But then what happens with Seth?
yeah.
You know what
That
I mean? Like it just like okay, now what?
like this
Um,
does feel like a downgrade for Seth, like a big
yeah,
downgrade.
yeah.
But I don't like Seth, so I don't give a fuck. He still gives me PTSD, so fuck him. No, but yeah, we got to see how it goes out with the Vision, man. But that's all we got to say about that,
Yeah.
bro.
And
This is
then
something I wanted to talk to you specifically about, though. Yo,
no shit.
what the fuck is happening with LA Knight, bro? Oh man, like, what are your
As
thoughts?
number one, hold on. As number one LA Knight fan. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I really don't. I think he has the makings to be a great world champion. I just think he gets in his head too much and he fucks up at the wrong times.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You watched Unreal,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, we were at that
Mm-hmm.
Money in the
Money in the
Bank
Bank.
show, and the way that it went for us, at the time was like this shit is great.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see Unreal and you see what Triple H was trying to do with him, and you see that he fucked it up, and you're like, damn, like he really did fuck that up, right?
He did.
He had his moment to shine, and it just didn't end up happening, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
because again, he gets in his head too much. Um, it sucks, man. Again, as number one LA Knight fan, I really, really, really want him to win some sort of world championship. But now that Roman is going for, the World Heavyweight Championship, I don't
Hmm.
see a world where LA Knight is in that realm right now.
Yeah.
I know that they had a feud when Roman was still the undisputed champion,
Hmm.
but I don't know, man. I just feel like Roman's kind of ascended even more somehow, and LA Knight has kind of gone down in the ranks.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that, now with Penta winning the
Yeah.
IC title,
Hmm.
that, it opens up the door for a lot of more people, and I hope LA Knight's one of those because, even when he was the US champion, I really liked that title run, or both those title runs, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it sucks. I really want him to start winning some shit, but, you know, fucking
No.
guy gets into his head too much,
He
so
really does, and that's a great
yeah.
great thing you brought up about Money in the Bank when we went there, because I do remember you called it. You also said like, "Hey, the ending felt kind of weird." I remember you said that, and it was true because it just seemed kind of like Seth was on the ladder for a minute, and it's like,
Yep.
dude, grab the belt. Like, why are you there for a minute? So
Yep.
it felt kind of weird. But yeah, seeing Unreal, knowing that LA Knight was supposed to be a part of that struggle during that spot, and he just blew it. And then yeah,
Yeah, he
the
missed his spot. Yep.
yeah, and then the elimination chamber too. Like he had the crowd with him, and then boom,
Right.
that's and like it sucks. It happens to wrestlers. I get that, but it's like, dude, like they're trying to push you like to be a top guy. You can't be making
Right.
those type of mistakes.
You know.
Uh,
I mean, the one at Elimination Chamber, I get it, bro. Fucking, especially being the main event. There was
mhm.
three matches before that. One of them being another Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah,
Ropes get slippery. There's a
yeah,
lot of bodies, a lot of
hmm,
sweat. I understand that, but at the
yeah,
same time, like, that spot is coming up. I feel like it's your duty to kind of make sure that area is safe enough
yeah,
for you to do that move. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Um, and again, it just didn't happen, and he fucked it up.
You fuck,
Like
yeah.
there's no other way of saying it. Uh,
No,
it
not
is what it is, I
not
guess. But
even his recovery was enough. Because he like did an
right,
elbow and then he just did a couple stomps, but it was too
right,
late. Like,
yep.
yeah, and someone on Instagram, they posted a video of them being on the show, and they can see Randy laughing. Dude, he laughed at the botch, bro. That was so fucking funny. I'm like, fucking Randy, bro. I bet I bet in his head he's just like stupid, stupid, or some shit like that.
I could see that. Yeah.
Nah.
Fucking Sean. No, but again, I love LA Knight, bro. I wish that, they fucking give him everything. I
Hmm.
think in a world where Jey Uso won the World Heavyweight Championship, I think anybody can. Um, but again, it just gets in his own head, man. He
It
needs
really
to
does.
to just be more free, I guess, with it. And,
No.
we'll see what kind of where it goes from here. Again, I don't know what happens with WrestleMania for him. I don't think it's a show that he can be kept off of, but I don't know where it would go for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it sucks.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm thinking they're probably gonna do some like battle royale type of thing for like the Intercontinental title or something, or like contender or something like that. Maybe that's what they might do with him, but I don't really see.
I
I
can
don't
see
see
that
it. Yeah,
happening. I can
something
see
like
that
that.
happening, but
But that's yeah. Like this year for him, it's kind of like dude, we kind of have to reset, start over,
yeah.
and yeah, like
And
I
it sucks,
mean,
bro, because we're only in March. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
dude.
and not only that, but he just came back, at the beginning of February, because
That's right. He was out for a bit.
at the Rumble, because he was out because of
Hmm.
that spot that they did on the car with Bronson Reed.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, man, it's just, I don't know, man. I really don't. Hopefully they fucking just, strap a rocket onto his back and they push him to the moon, but
Yeah.
I don't see it happening anytime soon, unfortunately.
Nah, especially right now
Yeah.
with all of this. Nah.
Next up was Dragon Lee and Gunther.
Oh, dude, that match was fucking
Um,
like a lot better than I thought it'd be, dude.
yeah,
I was
I
really
think so
invested in that
too.
match.
I
Like,
thought, I mean, I feel like fucking Gunther was getting his ass beat for a good majority of it
yeah,
until, the end. Dragon Lee's so fucking good, bro.
he. Oh
But
my
again,
god. Mhm.
it begs the question, all right, where is this going?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get that they're kind of feuding right now because Dragon Lee was champions with AJ,
Yeah.
and Gunther was hella disrespecting him after he retired him.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I see this happening is okay, well, he's gonna keep fucking up Dragon Lee until what, Rey Mysterio gets involved, and then is he gonna
That's
retire Rey
Rey Mysterio.
Mysterio? You know
That's
what I
where
mean? Like,
I think that's where it's going. Honestly.
I hope
Yeah.
not, bro. I love Gunther. I love the character that they're going with. I was at John Cena's last
That's
match,
right.
and I had never felt the air come out of a room as bad as that when John Cena tapped out.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, at the time, yeah, I was a little upset, but 3 months later, I understand why they went with the ending that they went with,
Right.
and it's done fucking wonders for Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I don't think that he's the right opponent to retire Rey Mysterio. I
Mm-hmm.
think it needs to be Dom. I think that there should be no other question other than it being Dom. And especially now that he's not the IC champion, I could see it being for it could be like a hair versus mask, or
Mm.
a fucking for the AAA Mega Championship.
Yeah.
Um, and one of the things could be okay. Well, if Rey Mysterio loses, then he retires. Um, I just like I said, I don't want it to be Gunther. I think there's other things that could be done with him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that would be four people that he would retire in
Yeah.
less than a year.
Less than yeah.
So yeah, man, I think there's better things to be done. I'll be really upset if Rey Mysterio ends up in this feud.
And that's it, yeah. But it does feel like it's gonna be like that. One thing with Gunther though that I'm also a little like okay, because again, Dragon Lee. I mean, I've seen him a couple times, and he's really fucking good. But it does kind of feel like that should have been like a one-off thing. Like, hey, like he disrespected AJ. Okay, we got down. That's it. Like, I do feel like Gunther needs to be a little more like in the higher tier. You know, because Dragon Lee, he's what like mid card, probably a little, maybe a little bit below that.
Yeah,
And again, great match. That was a really fun. I was really excited for that. But I don't know. Like Gunther has Goldberg out, John Cena out, AJ Styles out. Like yo, this guy needs to be like in like the top contender type of matches because it just doesn't make sense to me that he's like the first one. Well, he was like what the second match I believe, and it's like okay, isn't this
night.
isn't
Yeah,
this our super villain at this point, our super heel? Like
right.
he should be causing chaos. Like it gives me vibes of how back in the day when Triple H was never really the guy, but he was the bad guy, like the main bad guy. Like he was the true villain. That's what I want to see with Gunther. Like just him causing chaos, you know?
I think one of the issues with WWE in general right now is they have a really hard time kind of like interweaving stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is so secluded from everything else. Um, I kind of understand why they're doing what they're doing with Gunther right now because there's really nothing else for him.
Yeah.
I don't think right now was the right time to put a championship on him, which I'm glad that they kind of went that route with not having him win the Royal Rumble or be even in the chamber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now's not the time to have him get pinned or to have him submit. Um, so again, I don't know what else to do with him. I don't think that he's in the realm to go back for a mid card title.
No, hell no.
Um,
Nope.
so it's like okay, well, we also can't fucking have him just retire everybody either.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors about Randy. He's gonna be one of the next ones up after WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, bro, like he's gonna retire the whole fucking roster and then what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, man. Like I said, I really like Gunther. I enjoy his character. I think he's really good in the ring. He's amazing on the mic.
Oh yeah.
He has the fucking shit-eating grin that nobody else has.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's really, really easy to fucking hate.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean that's what you want from your heels. But again, like I just I get why they're doing what they're doing, but where do we go from there? Who
Mm-hmm.
is he going to face at WrestleMania? Um, once all the title matches are done, then maybe towards SummerSlam we can have him fucking maybe win King of the Ring again
Hmm.
or something along the lines of that to put him into a title match.
No, yeah,
Um,
that would work. Actually, I like that. Actually, yeah, that would make more
but
sense.
right, but
Hmm.
until then, like who's he gonna face at WrestleMania?
Yeah,
If he's feuding with Dragon Lee, I think Rey Mysterio, as much as I don't want it to be,
it's yeah.
but because I think this WrestleMania is gonna be Dom and Finn, which would leave Rey Mysterio open. Which tells me
Hmm.
that it might be Rey Mysterio and Gunther again. I don't want it to be, but
Yeah, that kind
I
of
don't know
seems
what
like
else. I don't know what else to do with them.
no. Yeah, it's just it does suck because, like I said, I want to see Gunther appear more. I honestly thought it was kind of weird. I mean, it made sense that I guess it should have been Gunther in the Royal Rumble, but because I don't know who else would have been the 30th spot.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, dude, this guy just retired AJ Styles and then he loses to Roman. You know?
So I think, I mean, this is the way I thought about it
Hmm.
when it happened, right? If there was, I told you from the start that I believe that the Royal Rumble winners were going to be Liv Morgan
Oh yeah,
and Roman Reigns.
100%. Yeah.
I 100% believed that no matter who came out, it was going to be Roman Reigns until Gunther's music hit. He was the
Mm.
only person that kind of like made me like, oh shit, like
Yeah, I
he
remember
might
that.
fucking pull this off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why they put him in there. I also think that him getting eliminated wasn't that big of a deal because he just had that match with AJ.
Mm.
So it kind of protected him a little bit. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Again, he was the only person that could have come out that would have like, made me second guess my choices.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's where I've kind of thought about.
No, yeah. If they were going for that, then that makes sense. But yeah, like to me, it's just one of those things again with Gunther. I remember when we started rewatching this again, WrestleMania
Right.
when he fought Sami Zayn, and
Hmm.
that was a great match and everything, and it was dope that Sami won. But then the following WrestleMania, Gunther is in like a title match and he loses again.
Right.
So it just makes me seem
Right.
like he's just like a placeholder at this point. And I
I
didn't like that
think
from Gunther at the time. That's what I was thinking about him at the time. I was like, why is he losing like the main matches like that?
right.
Like they gave him this great run. Maybe not the best run, but it's still like a really interesting, good run. But he ends up losing. And that's the feeling I got when the Royal Rumble happened. Like, yeah, it made sense. Hey, he fought AJ Styles. He was tired. It wasn't like a real clean defeat. But it's like, it's Gunther and Roman. It's like, yeah, we're gonna go with Roman, even though Gunther right now is like the super villain. So that's kind of one of those things too, where I was like, well, what are they doing with Gunther? What are you guys doing with Gunther? What are we doing with him?
I think that if I think Gunther versus Drew for the Undisputed Championship would have been a really good match.
Oh my god, yeah.
Um, Again, they had that triple threat at WrestleMania 39 with Sheamus, and that
Hmm.
was like fucking match of the weekend, right?
Hmm.
So again, I think that would be a really really good match for that title. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, Drew just got the title in January. Are you only going to give him a 3.5 month run, or are you going to have Gunther get pinned? And neither
Hmm.
one of those makes sense.
No.
I don't think that Randy is going to win. Um, at least not right now. Maybe somewhere down the line, maybe a little bit later this year, he'll end up winning that championship.
Hmm.
Um, I just don't think it's going to happen at WrestleMania. And then again, you're not going to sacrifice CM Punk and Roman Reigns
No,
for
absolutely.
CM Punk and Gunther. You know what I mean? We saw that
Yeah.
at SummerSlam already this past year, and it was a really really good match.
Hmm.
But we saw it already. Everyone's been waiting for fucking Roman Reigns versus
The C
CM
Punk.
Punk.
Yeah.
And we're finally getting it now. To bring up your other point where you said, he has the last two WrestleManias he's lost.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't agree that he should have lost the way that he did to Jay this past year.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know who else has a really terrible WrestleMania record that nobody ever brings up because he's one of the legends?
Who?
Is Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple H he's lost more WrestleManias than he's won.
Damn.
Um, so again, I don't see that as a really big issue.
Mm.
Um, and at the same time, I feel like hopefully maybe they fucking learned from this last year that you shouldn't be doing stupid shit like that
Mm-hmm.
with the guy that you want to be your number one bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see him losing at a WrestleMania anytime soon, at least for the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's just again, it's kind of we're in a tough position right now because okay, well, what do you sacrifice to put Gunther in one of those matches? And neither one is the right answer.
No, yeah.
So I think we're in a good spot right now. Again, I'm excited to see where it goes. I don't want it to be Ray, but if that's the route it goes, I'm sure they're gonna put on a fucking banger.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll go from there, I guess.
No, that's all we can do. All we do is wait. Let's
Yeah,
see what happens. Sweet, sweet.
yeah.
Cool. Cool. So, all right, what else happened in Raw after that?
There was that short little backstage spot with Oscar and Kyrie. Same shit as always. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not much going on there.
Save Kyrie.
Um, Oscar did slap the shit out of Kyrie this time though, so
Fucking Oscar, bro.
I feel like I I feel like maybe we're kind of getting closer to Kyrie starting to stand up for herself, which is gonna be fucking dope.
That's gonna get
I
a
don't
pop.
see it. Yeah, I don't see it progressing into anything big.
Mhm.
But it'll be a good little feel good moment.
Yeah,
Um,
which is fine. I think
so yeah,
that should be fine.
right. She slapped the shit out of her, and then AJ Lee came out.
Good old AJ, our champ, our new IC champ, man.
So I'm number one Becky fan, bro. You know
Oh
that.
yeah.
I didn't like the result of this match. I understood it. I just feel like AJ is very, very, very millennial.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I know where you're
And
going
I
with
feel
this.
like it's not kind of like it's not hitting the way that it should or the way that it did fucking 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, hmm.
Um, the just like the way that she talks and her mannerisms. I understand that back then she was great. I'm not saying that she's bad in the ring or anything like that, but her promo style just I don't know, man. It's just not resonating with me, I guess.
Dude,
Um,
I'm happy that you brought that up because that's the exact same way I've been feeling seeing her promos. Because yeah, back in the day, like 2013, 2014, yeah, dude, her promos were crazy fucking good. Like they felt real. These just feel very like how do you say like I don't know. She's trying to make herself sound like she's this old ass wrestler. It's like, dude, you're not that old either.
right.
Like I'm your favorite wrestler's wrestler, and that's a
Bro, I
cool
was
that's a cool
literally
saying.
about to say the same thing,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a cool
What's the
saying, but you're not. I don't think you're at that like level where you're like this OG legend. Like you're not
right?
there. Like you can still go. That's fine, but I also agree with the whole thing with Becky. Like they're making Becky look like a chump now at this point. Like she's already
Yeah,
tapped 3 times to her move. And Becky, like,
yeah.
Becky, she's not like my number one or anything, but she's fucking good. Like, I like what they're doing with her character and everything. Like, I like that she's obnoxious and shit. But I don't know, they're making her look like a chump. Like, I don't really see her as like, oh, okay, she's never gonna beat AJ Lee at this point. Like, and I don't know, it downgrades everything about her. Like they seem to be more focused on the whole like, oh, Becky's gonna. What is it? Sue you, and then on Instagram she goes on this whole like rants and
Right.
shit like that on social media specifically, and I don't know. It's like okay, that's cool and all, but what are we doing with Becky at this point?
The rants on social media are they're fucking hilarious,
Oh
and I
yeah,
love
yeah.
them every time.
No,
Every
they
time it
are.
happens, right? But I agree. They're kind of making her look hella weak.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just this whole AJ Lee thing just kind of isn't resonating with me personally.
Mm-mm.
I understand why people love her. Again, she was great back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
She was like one of the only ones in an era where the women didn't really wrestle
Mm-hmm.
who knew how to wrestle right, which is why she kind of stood out. It was her and Paige and Charlotte maybe
Yeah.
a little bit later on down the line, but um, I feel like they took AJ Lee from 2013 and they kind of just implanted her in 2026
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't hit the same.
It
You know what
doesn't.
I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I don't like what they're doing with Becky right now. Like you said, they made her tap out, three
Three
different
times.
times to
Yeah.
her. Um, it's okay. Well, this is supposed to be like your number one bad for the women's division.
Mm-hmm.
And having her tap out three different times. I understand it's to AJ Lee, which kind of protects it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, okay, well, you're kind of making her lose some credibility too.
Yep.
Um, so I think that this is still going to be the match for WrestleMania. I think it's going to be a rematch for this title, which is going to be a really, really good match. I just hope that when it does happen, they actually, do something different outside of Becky tapping out to AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Um, so, we're gonna have to wait and see, obviously, to see where this shit goes.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the online rants. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah.
It's very Trump-esque,
Yes.
which is, it's hella funny to me. Um, but yeah, man, I just like I said, like we both just said, it makes her not look like the strongest, which, we both know that, like, this is the man, bro.
Yeah.
Like the man shouldn't be fucking tapping out three
Three
times in a row
times.
to
Yeah.
to the same move. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Like,
man.
yeah, she they're making it look like a chump just compared to AJ Lee. Like, I can't, if she came out saying like, oh, like I'm better than her, I'm the best, like it's kind of hard to believe that now. It's like, dude, you tapped out three times, like,
Right,
and
right.
it is pretty annoying, man. So hopefully they change that. Dude, I want to go back a little bit on the AJ Lee, like how you said that the promos aren't hitting. It just kind of came to me too that if it does feel like, I like how you said that it's like they got her from 2013 and then they put her in 2026, but it's just not hitting the same. Because I think they're trying to kind of have her have that crazy mentality, but that's what's not hitting anymore because it's not really that crazy, you know?
Right,
Because she like
right,
it's like her message is great about like, oh, health, mental health, and like, taking care of yourself. That's awesome.
right,
I love that, but it's not hitting in terms of character. Like she's
right.
not crazy. She's just kind of there. Like she's literally riding on nostalgia at this point.
I think the times have changed so much that that character just doesn't hit
Hmm.
in general. Um, because especially now we're kind of in a time where everybody really starts to take, well, not everybody, but a good amount of people start to take the mental health very seriously, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to back then, like maybe it wasn't as out there as it is now.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, so like when you have this person that's supposed to be crazy, quote
Hmm.
unquote, like it just like why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Why?
It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It's just I guess.
No, but I'm glad, yeah, because I was thinking of that too. Like, I just didn't know how to like describe that. Like, her promos do feel off. They genuinely feel off to
Yeah,
me. But this makes sense, yeah. But yeah, let's see
super off.
how it
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
with, yeah. See how it goes with Miss AJ Lee.
Next up was there was a short little bit with Penta and El Grande Americano, the original, and then um the new El Grande came out.
Bro, that was like a little short thing, but first I love that because on fucking Instagram I got like 11K views on that specific clip. So I was like, oh hell yeah, dude! I just made my fucking day, you know.
What was the clip?
I was just it was they were just talking. Penta was talking to Gran
Oh,
Americano, and I had said something like, "Damn, it's crazy how this when it's a Gran Americano and the other ones, how this is working in 2026. You know, just how wild the times are and
right.
all. But this is working and it's fun and it's entertaining. Like it's not offensive or anything. It's just it's fun. Like personally to me, like I find it fun. It's like this is I like this. And I don't know. I guess that like clicked because that was like one of my first clips where I was like, "Oh shit! I actually got this amount of views." So I'm happy because of that. That shit just made my night yesterday.
I've liked the Grande Americano storyline since it first started.
Hmm.
Obviously, things have shifted ever since the original went down and then the
Hmm.
new guy took over, right? Some people say it's Ludwig Kaiser. I don't see it though.
Nah, dude,
Um,
crazy.
but obviously some things shifted in terms of him being heel or babyface. Because I don't know if you've seen like a lot of the AAA stuff with the new Grande Americano. They fucking love him over there,
Ah,
right?
okay.
They don't like the original, right?
Okay,
So over
that
there,
makes
the
sense.
original is more the heel, when over here he's more the babyface.
Ah,
So again, I've always liked the concept of a Grande Americano since the beginning, and even when the new one took over, I still really liked it. And now that both of them are here, it's like it's exciting to see where it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
I see it culminating in a mask versus mask match. I hope at WrestleMania, and then we'll finally be able to see who's under these masks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, ever since the original came back, I like that they shifted him to babyface, and he's been getting along with the other luchadors.
Yeah.
Like especially in this segment with Penta, like they were getting along, and they even did the the
Yup.
subtle Milo thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, it's just bro, like I never found it offensive.
Yeah.
Again,
Same. Yeah.
we're not Mexican ourselves, so maybe
Yeah.
that has something to do with it.
Mm.
But it just I don't know. I always thought this shit was fun, especially like when you look at promotions like AAA and you see like a lot of their characters are just fun characters. You kind of take this and compare it to that, and it's kind of same.
Mm.
Um, at least that's the way I see it.
No, that yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, absolute sense, dude. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it too. It's fun. It's fun seeing them. But hey man, what happened to Chad Gable though?
Dude, he's hurt, bro.
He's still hurt.
Yeah, he's still hurt, bro. You gotta follow him on Instagram, dude. He's still working out
Oh,
or something.
oh man, hope he comes back soon.
So then there was the match for um, between El Grande Americano and I think it was Rio
Ryo.
Americano.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to see
Yeah, it was
what because
an
I remember
okay match.
there was a little spot. Oh no, it was hella funny. I don't know if you caught it, but the original was trying to rip off the new one's mask or something like that.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah,
and then something happened, and the new one goes, "Hey, chinga tu pinche madre, güey." Did you hear that,
yeah. Yes.
bro? That
Oh
shit
my
had
god.
me dying, bro. I was like, bro, like this, bro. That shit was so funny to me.
That's dope. Oh my god, yeah, dude. Yeah, it just all came back.
But yeah,
Speaking on
there wasn't. Go ahead, go
oh
ahead.
no, no, yeah, I was gonna say speaking on that, hey man, their Spanish is fucking great, dude. I fucking
Oh, it
love
is,
when they're
bro.
speaking their Spanish, man.
It is. So I mean, again, they're saying it's Ludwig Kaiser, and they're saying it's was it Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Again, I don't see it.
Nope.
But if it
Wrong.
is, that you got a German dude and two English dudes who can speak Spanish almost perfectly. That shit is crazy,
You
dude.
gotta love it, man. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
That is
So again,
awesome.
there was that little match between
Hmm.
them and Ryo, and it was a decent match. Nothing
Nothing crazy, but yeah, it was a fun
bark
match.
about. But
Yeah.
and then after that, there was a little segment with the Judgment Day. Um,
Wait, was this before the live
this
promo?
is before the this is before the live promo.
Ah, okay. Man, remind me of that. What was the segment
Uh,
about?
Dom was asking JD and Finn if they were gonna help him if he needed it
Oh, you're
for
right.
the
Yeah.
match that night, and that's when Finn was like yeah, we'll be out there. So it was really short. There was really nothing to talk too much about there.
Mm, okay.
And then Rusev and Obafemi.
Mm.
So that started. I I don't know. You start that one.
I mean,
You tell
I
me your
like,
thoughts on
I
it.
like Oba. That I mean, I love how they're like just he's the new monster basically.
Right.
But I was also a fan of Rusev, and it's like another thing. They're just kind of throwing him there, just to get eaten basically.
Right.
Like to me, it did at one point. It looked like oh crap, Bruce was actually putting up a fight when he was throwing those kicks, and it looked like it stung Oba. But dude, the moment Oba picked that dude up, like if he fucking weighs like 100 something pounds, I'm like dude, get out of here. Like you just Rusev was embarrassed, and now they're gonna have a match where he's probably gonna get destroyed next week, and I'm like I didn't really care too much about it to be honest with you.
So I'm number one Obafemi fan.
Hmm.
I fucking loved it. I loved
Yeah.
everything about this fucking segment, bro.
Oh shit! All right.
I think having Rusev be like his first actual feud, I guess, is a really smart decision because like you said, you really like Rusev and you remember what he was like when he first came out, right?
Hmm.
And again, even now, he's still considered kind of a brute. I mean, you think back to his matches with Sheamus fairly
Yeah. Oh
recently,
my God. Yes.
um, and you know you see what he's capable of, and then you have somebody like Obafemi come out, who I believe is going to be the face of this company in the near future,
Yeah.
and you have him fucking destroy somebody like a Rusev. I just think personally that it's a really good decision because it's going to elevate Obafemi to a completely different height. Um, so yeah, man, again, I enjoyed this. I've enjoyed everything that they've done with Obafemi. The only negative that I could say is I wish that they would just kind of choose a show for him to be on already, because
Yeah.
I think a lot of this back and forth between SmackDown and Raw is maybe kind of like starting to underwhelm some people.
Hmm.
Like when he was doing the stuff with Kit Wilson, like as much as I enjoy Kit Wilson,
Uh huh.
at the same time it's like, all right, like why are we wasting Obafemi on this?
On exactly. Yeah.
Um,
My thoughts
but then
exactly.
and then he had the thing with the Miz on this past SmackDown, which was a little bit better. But then it also starts to go back to kind of that Gunther conversation where it's like, okay, well, what are we gonna do with him?
Hmm.
I believe that this is gonna be that Oba's gonna be the person that answers the Brock challenge.
Yeah.
Um, so I think having Rusev be kind of like that warm up feud is gonna be really good setup for that Brock open challenge. So I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see where that kind of goes.
Hmm.
But yeah, I enjoyed everything about this. I think Oba has fucking all the aura in the world.
Yeah.
He's built for this, dude. He's what 6'6", 330, I think is what they said.
Three. Yeah.
Fucking just a massive human being
Massive
for no reason.
monster.
And on top of that, he's young, bro. So he's got
How old is he?
literally,
Do you know?
he's 26, I want to say, something
Fuck,
like
dude.
that.
Who's got good 20 years
Um,
ahead of him?
yeah, he's got a good amount of time ahead of him,
Yeah.
bro. Again, I think he's gonna be, main eventing a bunch of WrestleManias, winning all these championships. Yeah, man, I hope that they do good with this feud.
Hmm.
I understand why you're saying what you're saying about Rusev, but at the same time, I don't see him as world championship material,
Yeah.
at least not at this point in his career.
Hmm.
So I think having him be kind of like the
Like fodder, basically, at this point.
not even
No?
necessarily fodder. I'd say more like enhancement talent. You know what I
Okay.
mean? To make somebody else look good, especially somebody like an Obafemi. It'd be one thing if he was jobbing out to fucking Kit Wilson. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then I can understand why you would be upset.
Hmm.
But somebody like an Obafemi, like, nah, I don't. I personally see that like having Rusev be that person is really good because it's gonna make you feel like Obafemi is really, really strong, which he is.
Yeah.
Um, so again, I really enjoyed this. I fucking love Obafemi.
Hmm.
The only thing, like I said, is I wish that they would kind of just choose a show for him,
Yeah, that's that
so that we could start getting like actual fucking feuds,
with exactly.
with whoever, and then I hope that by the end of the year he fucking wins all the championships that there is in the main roster.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it. So.
No, 100% agree. Going back to yeah, because Brock, I wanted to talk to you about that about Brock Lesnar's challenge at WrestleMania. It does seem like it's gonna be Oba that's gonna like accept the challenge, and that'd be dope. That's dope and all. But again, it's gonna suck kind of because this could have actually been led up from the Royal Rumble. Like it should have been him who eliminated Brock. I personally think because it made no sense because it was Cody and LA Knight who eliminated Brock. Like
I think that they should have eliminated each other.
or each. Okay, yeah, I
Um,
can see that too working.
because then it would have made more sense to start a feud between them.
Hmm.
I think, now that you mention it, one of the other things that I don't like is that when Brock issued the open challenge last week, nobody came out.
Hmm.
And I feel like now when somebody does come out, it's going to be like, well, why'd you wait so long?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Um, so I feel like maybe it kind of takes away a little bit from that. But at the same time, I kind of understand why they're doing what they're doing because they want Obafemi to have this little, feud at first and then have him open or answer the Brock challenge.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's just again, man, I really enjoyed all this shit. I can't
Yeah.
wait
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for Obafemi. Like I say, he's probably now that John Cena's retired,
Mm-hmm.
I think Obafemi's my favorite.
Mm.
And again, it makes me really happy that he is so young because I'm gonna be able to see literally
Yeah.
the entirety of his career pretty much,
Like like John Cena,
and
how we got to see that.
no, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and for Obafemi even more because I saw him in NXT. I saw when he
Ah,
was coming up. Like
that's right.
I saw him win the North American Championship and win the NXT Championship the two times that he did. So I've literally like followed a good like 90% of his WWE career so
Mm-hmm.
far. Um, so yeah, man, I just like I said, I enjoyed everything about this. I wish they would do some things a little differently, but. Um, I like the direction that it's going, and I hope that it just lands, with him versus Brock at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's it's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, who else would face Brock at WrestleMania at this
So
point?
again, this is where it kind of gets tricky with the whole
Uh,
Vision shit because now
no,
I've heard rumors that it might be Seth
facing Brock at
um,
WrestleMania.
facing Brock because think about it, it makes sense because Brock is still a Paul Heyman guy,
Yeah.
and he just killed fucking Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? Think about it.
Mm,
Last week when
you're
they issued
right.
the open
Mm-hmm.
challenge, who was it? The one that issued it? It was Paul
Paul
Heyman. It
Heyman.
wasn't Brock. So with Seth
Mm,
fucking killing Paul Heyman, I feel like that's kind of a opens the door for Brock to get pissed off about it and maybe say fuck the open challenge and say I want Seth. You know what I mean?
mm.
Um, Again, I don't think
That's
it's the right choice. I understand why they're kind of leaning in that direction.
no
I
that
just feel like
that would makes sense, logically. But
right,
yeah, I'm not a fan. If they go that route, it's like I don't want to see that. Like I don't know.
right.
I don't want to see that, to be honest. Like I want to see Brock and Nova like get down. Like she's two fucking monsters just going at it. But
And
yeah,
and
that's true though. I didn't think of it like that though, about Paul Heyman.
and again, I feel like I mean obviously Seth and Brock would have a really good match. I mean they had a really good match at was it 35, right? When Seth won the Universal.
I mean, was it? What? Wait,
Um,
was it a good match though? Because that shit ended quick.
which is why I thought it was good.
And that was the first
I
match too, a title
yeah,
match, the first.
I think Brock has the ability to have a really good match. He just has to be in a good fucking mood that day, or
Uh,
wake up on the right side of the bed or something.
yeah,
Um,
I heard of that about
but
Brock. Yeah, he's like that.
but again, I think at this point in his career where it is kind of coming down to an end, I feel like maybe, hopefully, he would be kind of more willing to maybe have a semi longer match,
Hmm.
especially against somebody like a Seth. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I would prefer it to be Oba. I kind of see why they might be going towards Seth. I just don't think that that's the right choice.
Yeah. No, that's a great point, dude. I didn't even think of that, but let's see how it goes. All I hope is at least for next week, like it's a good match between Oba and Rusev. That's all I'm hoping for. Like give
Yeah.
Rusev make Rusev look like, hey man, Rusev might win. But we know he's not, but make it look like he might. I would appreciate that.
Did they announce that match for next week already?
Yeah, they announced it for next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see that. Okay.
No, no, yeah, for
Yeah, I
next week.
mean, again, if that's going to be a match, I hope. The only thing is, like you said, I hope that they make Rusev look strong,
Hmm.
so that at the end of it, when Femi does end up winning, because obviously he's going to fucking win,
Hmm.
it makes him look a lot better too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, uh, so yeah, man. I mean, now that you said it, I'm excited for that match too.
Yeah. It's gonna. Yeah, that's
So
what I'm hoping for. So we'll wait on it for next week, man.
yeah.
Cool. Cool. So what
Um,
happened after that?
And then next was that little backstage with Lyra and Bailey. Um,
We can skip that. I know you want to skip that.
yeah, I
Next.
don't give a shit,
Yeah.
like at all. And then after that was the match with Jimmy and Austin Theory.
Eh, I mean,
Again, just to reiterate, I'm kind of over this vision shit.
Vision,
But again, this is also why I say that I feel like I could see a world where Logan Paul and Austin Theory challenge the Usos for the
Losos.
tag team championships because toward the end of the match when Logan came out,
Mm,
um, Jay came to make the save.
yeah.
Um, so again, that's just where my head is going. They're kind of setting up that story really early. I think for it to culminate at WrestleMania. So
Eh.
that's just what makes sense to me.
No, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it's just like a I don't know, probably like the third match or second match WrestleMania or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's not going to be anything like super duper important, but
yeah,
somewhere in the middle on probably the first night or
in the
something
first
like
night,
that.
yeah,
Um, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah. I mean,
I don't fucking
uh,
care, bro.
yeah, over the Vision. I'm over Jey Uso. I'm just
Full letters.
nah, not no more. Never, never again. Bro, on
um,
on Instagram, I posted a video. You know when he got injured on SmackDown, and then he was taken back, and then you see Jacob just like, "I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna blah blah blah," right?
yeah.
Bro, I put the his music. It's just me, like the run it back, the
Uh,
stuff. But like, hey, run it back, Hausa, kind of like with the mocking face and everything. Hey, run it back, as he's getting taken away.
that's fucked up.
Bro, I'm so over
You're a
him.
dick, bro.
I'm so over Jey Uso, bro.
You're a dick.
Run it, hey,
That's
run it
fucked
back,
up.
run it back.
That's hella fucked up. Okay, so then after that, there was that short little promo with Rhea Ripley and Io. Um,
Hmm. The
so
yeah, I mean, it was
again, nothing
nothing
to go home
special.
about. I
Yeah.
mean, I think the biggest thing that honestly came from this is that online drama between Jade and
Hmm.
Rhea. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, yeah. The
Um, I don't know. What do you think of it?
I mean, I'm honestly not too much of a fan of like doing back and forth through social media like that. Like, yo, I want to
Right,
see you guys talk to each other. So I am excited for
right.
Rhea that she's gonna be on SmackDown. I would definitely like to see that confrontation. Yeah, it's just me personally. I just never been a fan. I know that's just the new way how things are done now, but I've never been a fan of that. To me, that's I can say I'm old school when it comes to stuff like that. Like, dude, if you're gonna have a promo, let's do it face to face. None of this online shit. Like I don't know.
I
It
think, yeah, I agree with you. I don't understand. I I guess it makes sense for Jade's character, especially because even when she was feuding with Naomi, they had a lot of back and forth
yeah.
on X or on Twitter or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Hmm.
So I mean, seeing that she's doing this now with, it started off with Chelsea, and then now,
Hmm.
she it, went on to Rhea. I can see it. It makes sense for her character, but yeah, I agree with you. I don't
Hmm.
think that it makes sense to do it online when there's literally two different shows that you can be doing this shit on.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee that now that Rhea's gonna go to SmackDown, like they're not gonna be talking as much shit to each other face to
Exactly.
face as they
Hmm.
are online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see, bro. Like, fucking the what was the biggest thing that she said something about Rhea going to creative to cry and complain,
Crying
like say
complaint
that to her face,
to
bro.
her
You know what I mean?
face. Yes.
Like that would make that feud kind of just like instantly like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
I need to see what's happening. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Those are one of the things that I do agree with, like the old heads of wrestling. That why are we doing that? Let's do it face to face.
Right,
That's a money right there. That's a good pop right there. Like we're wasting
right.
time on social media doing that. But yeah, I mean that's just how they're doing it. Aside from that too, the just the whole thing with Io, like okay, like I may get like a negative take on this, but dude, honestly, I was just not a fan of them ever teaming up in the first place. Maybe a couple matches, but it's like, dude, ever since the women's the what was it the Revolution PLE, like it just to me it felt like they teamed them up because they needed to nerf them because of how good they both really are. Because to me, I don't know, they didn't do anything that would make me excited. Like, yeah, they won the tag team titles, but I mean, who kind of cares about the women's tag team titles at this point? Like, I don't know. I don't really see anything
Well,
special with it, but
mm,
I don't know, man. I personally wanted to see them like feud a little bit more, dude. They had a great fucking match.
okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, this is where we're gonna disagree.
Hmm.
I think that the women's tag team titles, at least for the last maybe half a year, have been the most important women's titles in the WWE. And the reason I say that is because when you look at the teams that are on there,
Hmm.
it's pretty much full of all of their main eventers. Um, Again, you had Rio, you
Hmm.
have Charlexa, you have fucking Lash and Naya. You have shit, I'm drawing a blank. For a while there, it was also Sol and Zarya before they ended up breaking up last week.
Mm.
So it was literally full of a bunch of main eventers that they kind of meshed together.
Mhm.
They were main eventing, SmackDowns and Raws and some NXTs. They were being put onto PLEs. It felt like they've been giving more TLC to the women's tag team titles than they have um, to both of their world titles
Mm.
and the US title. Maybe not the IC title because Becky had that, and
Mhm.
and Becky's Becky, so she's always gonna have her attention. But when
Yeah.
you look at the SmackDown side, especially, Jade didn't defend her title for the first time
Mhm. Yeah.
until what, a week or two ago. Um, and she won that shit back in November,
November. Yeah.
right? Like it just, I don't know, man. I mean, then you see the U.S. title, the women's U.S. title scene on SmackDown,
Yeah.
and as much as I love Julia,
Mhm.
they're just not doing anything with it, bro. To kind of go back to this Rhea and Io segment, I was really excited because I just assumed that they were gonna kind of go to SmackDown together
Mhm.
because the last time that they were there, Io kind of hinted at maybe going after Julia for the U.S. title. Um,
You're
so
right. Yeah.
that's kind of where I was hoping that shit would go. But now that we know that Io's staying on SmackDown and she's
On
gonna be in that, was it a Battle Royal? I
the
think that they
battle royal. Yeah.
announced or something like that for
The
the women's
IC.
IC
Yeah.
title. I don't see her winning it, so hopefully maybe after that she'll head over to SmackDown and kind of challenge for that US title.
Hmm.
Because I feel like Io versus Julia would be a really, really good match because they'll be able to do that strong style together, which
Strong.
is what they're
Yeah.
used to, right? And then maybe then after then, having Julia in a feud with Io will kind of give Julia that rub where she starts to get pops and she starts to
Hmm.
get people behind her because she's too good for her to come out to silence, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy to
But
me
but
seeing that.
anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, going back to just the Rhea and Io segment,
Hmm.
that's where I was hoping that would go, and I'm kind of
Hmm.
disappointed that it didn't.
No, no, you're absolutely right. I had forgotten about the possibility of Io versus Julia. That would have been fucking sick. Like, but
Yeah,
it's a missed opportunity. But yeah, like I guess for me, it's just like I don't know. I just don't really want to see Rhea and Io as a tag. Like to me, they're the two top women. Like I don't know. They should just
right.
have their solo matches because that's where they that's what they're at. They are at their peak. So I'm just like,
I mean, at the same time, I think it was also to like, okay, well, for a while there, everybody was tired of Rhea being in the main event scene.
mm,
Everybody was tired of her always challenging for a fucking world title.
mm-hmm,
And then on top of that, there's that story where Rhea's never beaten Io. So I was like, okay, well, what, you just give Rhea the title and then what? You know what I
mm,
mean? Um, or you have her go against, a Stephanie, or, obviously she's gonna go against Jade, but
mm-hmm,
it's like I get why they threw her in the tag team division. Because it was okay, well, she's been in this fucking main event scene literally, I think it was like 2 years straight,
yeah,
where she was almost the only person challenging or having that women's world title.
yeah. No, I
And
think
yeah, it just
I think there was a mention that this is gonna be her fourth like main event WrestleMania, something like that. Yeah,
it's
or like
so it's
title, I think.
her hold on.
Oh,
It's
maybe
her
I'm wrong.
seventh WrestleMania, and in each and every single one of them, she's challenged for some sort of title.
Ah, okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like, all right, like, come on, bro. Like
Mm,
even last year's WrestleMania, where she inserted herself into the match with Io and Bianca,
uh huh.
like that was obvious for me. That was match of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, it was, dude. Yeah,
but it's like why?
yeah,
Why
yeah.
does she always have to be, in the main event scene? So I feel like them putting her into the tag team division for, the last couple of months kind of helped us get over that why, and now
Hmm.
we're excited for her to be back in that main event scene.
That yeah, thinking of it like
You
that,
know,
it makes sense. Yeah, because yeah, for me, I mean, I don't care seeing Rhea in the main event all the time. I mean, to me, she's fucking
right,
great. I don't mind seeing her. So I guess that makes more
right.
sense. You know, the majority of people were actually. I do remember hearing that they were kind of tired of just her in the main event. But yeah, for me, since I'd never really cared, I'm like, dude, keep her in the main event. I mean, she's the best of the best. That just
Right.
makes sense to me. So that's like to me, it did feel like a downgrade for her. You know, just because like
Yeah,
yeah,
I understand what you're saying,
mm,
and you know, part of me agrees to a certain extent. Um, but again, I think that that was their kind of thought process there,
yeah,
and you know, it worked because now that we have the match happening between Jade and Rhea, we're like, all right, like this is something good. This is something that
that
you
yeah,
know we're gonna be excited for.
no, yeah, no,
You
yeah,
know,
I'm
two women's
two
powerhouses going up
powerhouses.
against each
Yeah,
other is, you know, never a bad thing.
never.
So
Yeah, and then yeah, I'm excited to see like that promo battle too on Friday. So let's see how
right,
that goes.
right.
But yeah,
I hope it's more than you know fucking Rhea like, oh, I'm you know, I'm Rhea Ripley, like,
yeah,
you know, I
the
always have
basic, you know,
titles, and yeah,
yeah,
and
the
fucking
basic.
Jade, oh, I'm that bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come on, like I want more than that.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
That makes sense. Cool.
oh, I just double checked the match that's happening next week for the women's IC title, the number one contenders. It's a gauntlet match, not a battle royal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that'll
Oh,
be
okay.
exciting.
That's gonna be dope.
We had the Raw debut of Danhausen.
Oh man.
What was your opinion on
We
that?
got to go back to the chamber, bro. So, I mean, I don't know. Well, me personally, I had no clue who that person was at all.
Right.
So when that was the person coming out of the chamber, I'm just watching that. I'm just like, I don't know who the fuck this is. Like, you know, it was
Right.
so quiet. And then I was watching videos of people that were actually there, and there was a lot of boos. Even on one of the clips, when I was watching the chamber, you can even hear someone yell out, "Worst surprise ever!" Like everyone just was like, "Who the fuck
Yeah,
is
I
this
think I
guy?"
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I understand maybe some people do know who he is, so they were excited for him. But me personally,
Right.
I don't know who that guy was. So to me, it felt the same when they unmasked one of those masked dudes. That's what that felt like to me. Just because I don't know who that is. So I was just like, who's the fuck is this guy? Like, you know. So nothing yet. I mean, you know, give it a chance. I got to give it a chance too. I thought that little segment on Raw was funny with Dom, Finn, and JD. Like him
Right.
not knowing who JD was, and I cursed you because I did a little
Right.
research on him, and yeah, that's kind of his thing, the whole cursing thing. So I'm excited to give him a chance, but yeah, dude, in the chamber, I was just like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I don't
Yeah, so
know you.
I was the same way
Mm,
during his debut at the Chamber because I don't watch AEW.
mm,
I know like I'll see stuff every now and then from certain matches. I know who like the big guys are,
yeah.
but I had never heard of a Danhausen, right?
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I was the same way when he debuted. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then you know you start to see little videos pop up here and there, and you kind of like, okay, well, I guess he's kind of funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then during the Raw debut where he's talking to the Judgment Day, I was sold. I fucking loved it. I
That
thought the shit was hilarious. Even when he was talking to Pierce, I don't know if you caught it, but he called
yeah.
him Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Like that shit made me laugh so hard. And then you know there was um he was like, I have the list of demand housings. I was like, bro, like that shit is so fucking funny to me when they're just so quick and witty like that. I can't wait for the day that Danhausen and R Truth are in a segment together
Oh my
because I
god,
feel like
yep.
that's gonna be the funniest fucking thing ever.
No,
So yeah,
yeah.
man. Again, I'm sold on him. I
Mm-hmm.
really, and I'm excited to see where it kind of goes. I think he fits the WWE system maybe a little bit better than the AEW system.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not the biggest AEW fan, but I feel like they might kind of take things a little more serious over there.
They do, yeah.
Whereas the WWE, I feel like maybe can be kind of a little more cartoony, which I think fits his character really well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
No, yeah, yeah,
Um,
to me, yeah, same thing. Promising to me. That's what that felt like. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, you know
right.
what? I'm gonna give this guy a chance. And hey, it didn't disappoint. Like everything you mentioned, that shit was funny. Yeah, to me, the one that made me laugh was the JD. Like, I don't know your name, and JD's like,
Right.
I don't like this
I
guy.
don't like this guy already. Like, and then there was the Dom. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but Dom made some Michael Jackson references.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
when he
caught
was
that.
talking to him. I did, and you know what? I've seen. Maybe it's just me kind of overthinking it because I've
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of reactions and nobody caught on to that.
Yeah.
Uh, but he said, "Fuck, I really want to go back to what exactly he said." So, all right, excellent.
Ah,
Okay, he says,
yeah.
he says it's not so nice to meet you, so why don't you beat it before something bad happens to you, right? And I thought I don't know why, but that shit fucking I love
Oh,
Dom,
okay,
bro.
okay.
I really really love Dom.
Oh, Dom, dude.
But yeah, man, I want to see where this curse goes. I want to see what
Yeah.
happens to Dom in the near future. I want to see if it's gonna affect his AAA championship.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if it's going to affect his relationship with Liv or with anyone else from the
Ooh.
Judgment Day. Again, I feel like the WrestleMania match is going to be with Finn.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see if maybe this curse has something to do with it.
Ah,
But
that's
yeah,
true.
I really, really like Danhausen, bro. He sold me on just that
They,
first little segment. So
no,
I'm
yeah.
excited to see where that goes.
No, yeah. It seems like they got it right. If that's like his first like interaction or like feud, I guess you would say, with the
Right,
Judgment Day, it's already hitting really well. So that's a great save from like the chamber. Because yeah, man, the majority of people didn't know who that was, so that was just very
right.
like, who is this guy? But no, yeah, looking forward to him definitely.
So
Cool.
then we had the Dom and Penta match.
Oh, that was a fun match.
We've seen this match a bunch of times, and
Mm-hmm.
every time it hits,
It always hits, bro.
um,
Loved it.
again, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Penta is just that fucking good.
Yeah,
Dom's definitely gotten a lot better over the
dude,
years,
Dom is really
but
fucking good too, dude.
there's no there's no denying Penta, bro. He is generational talent.
Yeah, dude.
Uh, but yeah,
Uh,
man, I mean the match itself was really good, and then we get towards the end when Dom asks JD to get the bell hammer. He gets
yeah.
up and goes to get it, and then Finn's like, "No, like he won't. He needs to do this by himself, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then obviously we see Penta take advantage, and he ends up winning. But yeah, I just wanted to know what you thought about the whole Finn part.
The the Finn part. I mean, I kind of it was kind of obvious that was gonna happen because as
Right,
soon as Dom yelled out, "Give me the hammer," I'm like, no, Finn's not gonna like accept that. I know JD was gonna go for it, and it happened the exact
right.
same way. That's exactly when you mentioned earlier about like Dom and Finn later on. I think that's kind of like the starting point. I'm excited to see what happens next week, like when Dom confronts Finn. I'm pretty sure Finn is just gonna be something like along the lines of like, "Hey man, you say you could do it yourself, so we let you do it yourself. You failed." He's probably gonna talk a little bit of shit, and that's when it's just gonna start boiling over, between him and Dom. So that leads
Yeah,
up
I
to what you
agree.
said about going to WrestleMania, and I think that's great. That's gonna be dope. For Finn, I mean, I love him in the Judgment Day, but dude, I would just love for him to just go back being a solo star again, dude. I mean,
I agree.
his match with CM Punk, not the best match ever, but it was still a really great match. I mean, Finn looked fucking great in that match, dude. Like he needs more of those type of matches, dude. Not like having the whole Judgment Day interfere and all this bullshit. It's like it's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Finn specifically, even as a heel, I thought having people interfere in his matches all the time just never made any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because Finn is Finn, bro. Like you look at the history of him, even back to when he was in New Japan as the Prince. Um, like he's amazing. Like there's no reason for people to be interfering in his matches like
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, when the Punk feud started and he brought back his old theme music, I was all right. We're kind of starting to get back to the old
Mm-hmm.
Finn little by little, right?
Yeah.
And then there was that little bit where the Judgment Day kind of got into his head again, and then he ended up beating the shit out of Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Was it after the AJ match,
At
and
the
then
AJ match,
they
yeah.
had their match at Elimination Chamber, and then they shook hands after it. So I was all
Mm-hmm.
right. Maybe we're kind of back on track.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope that that's the direction we go to where we have a babyface Finn again.
Mm-hmm.
I could see JD maybe not wanting to follow in his direction and staying back with the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Finn just needs to go off and do his own thing, and
He
then
does.
hopefully fucking start start winning something and then win a title here or there.
Yeah,
I'm in the camp where I feel like Finn needs to have another world title run.
he does.
Things
Absolutely.
are a little kind of hectic in both those scenes right now, but
Mhm.
somewhere down the line within the next year, I feel like it's time, bro. He had the one world title run 10 years ago at this point
That 10
that
years
he held
ago.
for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Um, I just want to see what a Finn world title run looks like, even if it's just that one time.
No, absolutely. Agreed. Yeah, because, oh my God, I remember the only titles I ever saw in Finn after that time was just the tag team title, bro. And oh my God,
Right.
I hated that. I'm just like, dude, he's way above this fucking belt. Like, and then
Yeah.
every time Judgment Day segment would come up, oh, we gotta win the tag team titles. Oh, we have a match for the tag team titles. The tag team, like, dude,
Mhm.
stop. Like, this guy needs a world title. Like, what do you mean? Like,
Well, there was that short period of time where he went back to NXT and won the NXT championship again.
yeah,
But it's like, all right, bro, like him give him the world heavyweight
yeah.
championship
Like,
or
this
something,
guy,
bro. Like,
he's a fucking legend, bro. Like, he deserves it.
yeah,
He's earning. Like, he's not asking for anything. He's earned that shit. He's giving us
right.
great matches, man. Like, I cannot actually say, I'm the biggest CM Punk fan, but Finn looked a lot better than CM Punk did in that match.
CM Punk recently has looked kind of more sluggish, and I don't know,
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I think
Um,
it's hitting him now, bro. I think he's just old. Like,
yeah, he's
yeah,
old. I mean, he's what, 48, I
yeah,
think, something like
48,
that. Like, yeah,
and
he's getting up there in age
yeah,
for sure,
and
but
like he healed up for a bit, but I mean, he was still in AEW, still doing all that crazy shit.
right.
I'm pretty sure his body didn't fully heal. He's getting older now. Like he's slowing
Yeah,
down. Like I noticed that because I'm just like, dude, Finn. Just to me, Finn looked like he was the Flash, bro. The way he was moving.
right.
Like he was just like I'm like, yo, where the fuck did he go? And he's just running around and crazy. So I'm like, ugh. I love CM Punk, but Finn looked so fucking great in that match. And yeah, to
Yeah,
me that
yeah, I agree.
that already tells me like, hey, this is the next guy. Dude, I'll never forget the first time you showed me Finn Balor though. It was I think I saw a match with you back in the when you were in Rancho Cucamonga. And I remember you and Rob were just excited to see the demon entrance, right? And I'm
Oh, it
like,
had to have been
it
SummerSlam.
was SummerSlam,
Had to have been
yeah,
SummerSlam 2018.
2018.
Yeah, it had to have been
Around there.
2018.
But
I forgot.
I remember how you and Rob got so excited. I'm just looking at you guys, and then I see his intro, and I'm like, dude, this
Yeah,
guy, who the hell is this guy? And then I went on a deep dive, just like, oh, this is Finn fucking Balor, bro. Like, oh man, I remember that, dude.
yeah. And then they go on to kill the fucking demon character.
Oh my god, dude, that character was fucking fire, dude. Holy shit, that
But
was something crazy.
anyway, so at the end of the match,
Mhm.
Penta ends up winning. I
Awesome
think it's
moment.
a good
Yep,
decision. I
great
think it
decision.
was it was the right decision. As much as I love Dom, it was time for him to drop one of the
Yeah.
belts. And I'm really, really, really glad that Penta was the beneficiary of that.
Hmm.
He's been putting in the fucking work for the last year.
He has.
He's super over with everybody. The kids love him, fucking adults love him.
Hmm.
I remember, I've met Penta a few times personally. There was that you saw it, the video with my son.
Yup, love
Um,
that.
the first time I saw Penta, he was in Lucha Underground,
Hmm.
fucking like 10 years ago at this point, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I've been a fan ever since. So,
Mm,
I went to his WWE debut,
that's
here in San
right.
Jose. So yeah, man, I've been looking forward to the day for a long time. So I'm really glad that it finally happened.
That's what I was telling you.
Um, so yeah, man, I'm excited to see where this goes. I hope it's a fucking good run. Whether it lasts a month or 2 years, I
Hmm.
just hope that it's a really, really, really good run. I hope he defends it as much as he possibly can against
Yeah.
everybody, which Pence is capable of doing. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, man,
100%.
I'm really happy about this one.
100%, dude. Congrats to Penta, man. Hell
No,
yeah.
really.
Cero miedo, dog.
Uh,
Sick.
and then after that, the Roman and Punk
Wait,
promo.
before we talk about that, let's talk about
Yeah.
that live promo though, dude.
Shit, I couldn't find that.
No, Cause yeah, I want to hear your opinion on that. Like, I personally thought it was a really good promo, dude. Like Liv, just I don't know, she looked great to me.
So yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Liv is the love of my life.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Um,
wait, before that. So this is what happens when your your girlfriend meets your wife, huh?
um, I from the first, I guess, first ish um promo between her and Stephanie when Liv and Michael Cole were doing that
Ah, uh huh.
the interview backstage with Dom. Ever since that first one when Stephanie was saying like, "Oh, you don't know what it's like to sacrifice. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know, what I've been through and yada yada yada." I was like, man, I've kind of followed Liv's entire career, her entire WWE career,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't say that she's never sacrificed. Like, yeah, she had the WWE system to kind of back her up.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I don't know if you remember, but when she first started, she was like a side character.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
She was first she was jobber, and then when she made her main roster debut, it was as a side character to
Yeah.
the Riot
The
Squad.
Riot Squad.
Um, she was girl with colored tongue for like
Yeah.
the longest time, right?
Yeah.
And then at one point they gave her the Money in the Bank where she ended up cashing in on Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there was a bunch of tag team championships in between, and then she finally, to me at least, found herself when she beat Becky for the title.
Yeah.
And the 8 9 years leading up to that, I feel like was a lot of sacrifice. So personally, at the time, like as much as I love Stephanie, I didn't think it was fair for her to say that Liv had never sacrificed anything for the business.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Stephanie had to go through tougher times just because of unfortunately circumstance of where she was at the time.
Yeah.
But just because somebody's sacrifice might not be as tough as yours doesn't mean that it's still not sacrifice.
Exactly.
So I'm glad that when Liv did this promo, she brought all that stuff up.
Yup.
She was like, well, it's not my fault that you were what you say in flea infested rings,
Dude, when
like
she said that, oh my god, that's
like.
yup. That sold me. I was
So
like,
no,
damn.
it was good, bro. I fucking loved it.
Yep.
She kind of stood up for herself
She did.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to kind of see what happens in the next coming weeks when hopefully her and Stephanie have more face to faces.
Yep.
I really like that Stephanie is comfortable speaking Spanish because Dom is there to translate.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man, I really like this whole dynamic here. I'm enjoying the feud already. I'm glad that we still have like another month and a half until Mania, so we
Mm-hmm.
have more time to kind of build and build and build. But yeah, man, it's just I enjoyed the promo a lot. I feel like it was probably one of her better promos.
Really was.
Um, but yeah,
Like she gave off that like crazy vibes in a way,
mhm,
but also speaking facts. Everything she did
right,
because it's true. Everything she did, dude. To me, the last part what was she said? Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the privilege to fight me at Wrestle. Like,
right,
bro, like
yep.
that to me was like, yeah, that's a fucking star right here. Like, it's gonna be
This
a great
promo
match.
kind of this promo kind of reminded me of I don't know if you remember the one before SummerSlam 2024 when Dom had told her off before they betrayed Rhea. Dom told Liv off,
Oh,
and then she was having that one promo where she was like throwing shit into the fire
yeah,
and she was
yeah,
crying and she looked fucking insane, right?
yeah.
This promo kind of reminded me of that, and again, that promo back then was probably one of her better ones too.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, man, just when they let Liv be Liv,
yeah,
like
it's
there's no better, bro.
yeah.
I,
She's
I
just
really enjoy
natural,
her
dude.
character.
Yeah. She's a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you said that. Yeah, when they let Liv be Liv, it's
Yep.
there. Like the star talent, everything is it's just there. But yeah, it's gonna be a great match. But yeah, exactly. I agree too. I'm looking forward to the feud, and let's see how that goes. But all right then,
And so then it was the main event spot, which was
main event
CM Punk and,
spot.
and Roman Reigns.
Whew.
Um, we kind of talked a little bit before we started recording. I
Right.
didn't, I didn't, I didn't really feel this one as much as the first one.
Why would you say why do
Um,
you say that though? Like
I don't know, man. I don't know.
what does it what miss like
I
you know?
feel like the first one was so fucking good that when you compare this to that, it just doesn't reach like the same heights.
Mm,
Um, in the first one, when Roman is like, "Yeah, I could pick you because this, and this, but I'm
mm,
picking you because I hate you." Like there was so much behind that, you know what I mean?
mm.
And this time, like I feel like Roman was maybe kind of stumbling over his words, just a tiny,
He
tiny little bit.
he was.
And then at the end of it, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna send you down to NXT to build up the new stars, to send them up to me so I could smash them." And I was like, okay, like,
It didn't hit,
so
huh?
what, right?
Okay.
So then, he's trying to leave the ring, and Punk brings him back, and then Punk says, whatever he says. I don't care if you don't if you hate me or whatever. Like I'm gonna bury you next to your father.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really good line, but I feel like that was it. Like
Mm-hmm.
the first promo, I feel like the entire thing between both of them was fucking good. This one, I feel like it was just a line.
It was
Um,
okay. That makes sense.
so I mean, we'll see what happens in the
Mm-hmm.
next coming weeks. I think Roman is pretty much scheduled to be there. I think almost every week now
Okay.
until WrestleMania. So hopefully we get more and more promos. But yeah, this one just didn't hit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I feel like at this point, bro, we gotta bring Larry into this shit. We gotta bring, you know what I mean? We gotta. It sucks, but maybe, bro, we gotta bring the leukemia into this shit. We
No,
gotta bring
oh
Bailey into,
man,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
bro, I want to see this shit get fucking nasty, bro. You know what I mean? And Punk, Punk brought up fucking Jeff Hardy's
Oh god, drug
drug use
addiction.
back then. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So it's not above him to fucking
It's
say
yeah.
some crazy shit. So yeah, man, I don't know.
No,
I wanted more, I guess,
it
similar to the first one.
no. It make
And this one just didn't hit.
it makes sense. I mean, yeah, when CM Punk did say the "I'm gonna bury you next to your father" line, yo, that shit was a shock. It was like, oh shit. But like after a couple days pass, it's kind of like at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just like a
Right,
shock type of thing. Because
right,
if you think about that promo, the second one, the stuff that Roman was saying was fire because that shit was just facts and it plays along to like their why he hates them. Like
right,
I think one of my favorite parts was when CM Punk was like, "Oh, this place is special. You want to know why? Because this is where I brought in the Shield." And then Roman responds with, "No, you brought in the two other guys. You didn't bring me in."
right,
And that just goes back to where, yeah, the CM Punk never chose him. It was, I believe, Vince
right.
or yeah, Vince who chose Roman to be a part of the Shield. So I like those type of interactions rather than when it gets personal. I mean, CM Punk already made it personal, so it makes sense to bring up Larry, bring up leukemia, bring all that shit up. But it could have gone without that, in my opinion. Like I think they could have just kept going a little bit more with just kind of the facts of like because like the first promo too, Roman was talking about how like yeah, CM Punk like you were this guy, but then you left, you took your ball home, stuff like that. I know that's brought up all the time, but it still hits in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like it makes sense because yeah, like CM Punk leaving was a big thing at the time, and I do remember like him getting cheered and he just never came back, and all these stars that are big now like Roman Reigns, they were like, hey, CM Punk was their guy, and he just kind of left them. And I don't know. To me, I do like the Roman how he's like, hey, you know why they brought you in? Because I allowed it. Because they asked me.
right.
Like he's the top dog. So I like when it's back and forth like that. But thinking about it now, it's like okay, CM Punk brought in the bury next to your father stuff, and now it's just gonna get too personal. Now they're just gonna go for
Yeah,
those like shock factor lines. Like it's cool and all, but I don't know. It kind of takes away from it a bit, and that's what I think. Why you see the first promo a little bit better than better than the second one, because the first promo it didn't really have anything like that. It just had facts. Like yeah, like I'm the guy. You're here because of me, because I'm the one that stepped up. And that's why
yeah,
yeah, because
yeah.
even
I
and
mean,
no, go ahead.
sorry, go ahead. Go
Uh,
ahead.
yeah, even in this promo, like I honestly think Roman has won these two promos in my opinion, dude. Like I personally
I
think
think
Roman's
I
bested.
think Punk won this one. I think Punk won this one.
Yeah.
I think Roman uh won the first one by a
Uh
mile.
huh.
I think Punk won this one, and again, I feel like it was mainly because like maybe it was a cheap shot to some people, but that
Mm-hmm.
was the only thing that fucking like made me like, oh my God. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? As opposed to the first one, I remember when it happened a few weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
you and I actually spoke that same night and we watched it over and over and over and over again.
Right.
Um, and because it was that good,
Mm-hmm.
like you know, we were kind of catching things every time we watched it.
Yeah.
That maybe we didn't catch before, but I just remember like the replayability, I guess, of that promo was there.
Mm-hmm.
This one I don't care to go back to.
I
Um,
see.
outside of the one liner that Punk hit him with at the end,
Mm-hmm.
I just I don't know. There's something about this fucking promo that just didn't hit with me.
Mm.
Again, I love Roman and I love Punk, and I think they're two of the greatest ever. This one just, I don't know. It kind of felt like Roman was kind of reverting back to old Roman when he didn't know how to cut promos. You know what I mean?
Ah, oh, I wanted to bring that up too.
So
That you mentioned that Roman, yeah, like that was strange to me too. That Roman was kind of
yeah,
like
he was kind of stumbling a little
stumbling on
bit.
his words. Like I think the part the you're gonna train these guys in NXT. You're gonna bring them up. I'm gonna smash. He said smash instead of smash. He
Something like
said
that. Yeah,
something.
like
Yeah,
it was very subtle.
yeah.
And then there was one where he said, "Oh, you're gonna cheat. I mean, teach."
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah,
he was stumbling over his words.
yeah.
Like not all of them were as blatant as that. There was more that were
Mm-hmm.
more subtle, like the one that you just brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, man, it was little things that I was catching on to that
Mm-hmm.
just kind of like I don't know. I guess it made me like not connect the way
Mm-hmm.
that it should have. And again, the way that Roman was about to walk off just didn't make sense to me because again, all he said was, "Oh, well, we're gonna send you to NXT to train everyone just to bring
Mm-hmm.
them up, and I'm gonna beat them up or whatever." And I was like, "That's not really like an insult, you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
Like that's just I don't know. To me, it didn't make sense. But yeah, I mean, I also understand what you're saying about the
Mm-hmm.
whole making it personal thing. Like that's not really necessarily something you want,
Mm-hmm.
because then it's gonna be like Tiffy
And
and Charlotte last
Charlotte,
year, right?
yeah.
Where it just got hella catty for no fucking
For no fuck,
reason.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
And
so
I
yeah, I
don't,
mean, I hope that's not the route that
yeah,
it goes down. But since CM Punk did open that door at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if
exactly,
it
yeah,
did. If it does, again, this I want crazy shit. You
yeah.
know what
I
I mean?
mean,
Like that's gonna be the only thing that kind of helps that situation, I guess.
no, it's true because yeah, because I mean, okay, after this promo, like, if CM Punk didn't say that line, I mean, what else would they talk about at this point? You know, like,
Right,
because I
right,
do feel like they've already said like the main things. You know, CM Punk, you left. Roman, I'm the guy. CM Punk, I'm here every day. You're not here every day. You know, blah blah blah. So I guess it makes sense, but I'm just I don't know, man. Like disrespecting a family member when real shit's happening. It's I hope they had a talk about it or a conversation. Like, hey, I'm gonna say this and that, because I don't know. It just never ends well in my opinion, man. Like, and then
I'm
it
sure they, I don't know, but
yeah.
because at the same time, last year Tiffy and Charlotte didn't, right?
Yeah, like it ruins it
Um,
because it's like okay, this hatred's a little too real, and it's just I don't know, it's not entertaining. Like I don't know if that makes sense,
right,
but like I want these guys to like have a great match and great feud, but I don't need them to actually hate each other, like that they want to kill each other. They're talking shit about their
right,
family. I don't like. I've never liked that. Like it. Sure, it's like going back to the Matt Hardy and Edge situation. Cool, it made great TV, but if you think about it now, for me personally, it's like that wasn't necessary. Like like that was a real thing happening in their lives. I don't know. To me, it's I've just never been a fan of that. So, but it does seem like CM Punk opened that door. That's the route they're gonna go now. So,
right.
pretty sure
I
Roman
mean,
Reigns gonna be like fuck Larry or some shit like that.
in this situation, I feel like it had to have been talked about beforehand,
I hope
especially
so.
with
Yeah.
something so serious, like because his dad
Yeah.
just died, what, a year ago, I want
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
So there's no way. I mean, I would hope not, at least that he just brought that shit up, just
Hmm.
all willy nilly or whatever.
Yeah. I hope so. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, again, like if it gets catty, I want it to get super catty.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If we're going that
You know,
route, go all the way.
right. I don't want it to like, get catty one week and then they kind of, keep it safe the next week.
Hmm.
And This is the one match that I'm really really excited for.
Yeah.
Especially after the triple threat last year with Seth.
What's that?
I
Yeah.
feel like this is going to be a really good fucking match. I don't know who's going to win, which is always a really
Yeah.
good thing.
Exactly.
Um, but yeah, man, I just,
Hmm.
this one
No.
just didn't hit for me.
No, it
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, like after actually analyzing it right now, it makes sense. But hey, for me, at the end of the day, in one of my videos, I said too, yo, I've been waiting for CM Punk to main event WrestleMania since forever.
Right.
So win or lose, he's main eventing, and it's the second night. It's not the first night; it's the
Right. It's
second
not the
night.
first night. Yep.
Yeah, he's main eventing. Like I've been waiting for that. So that to me, it's like okay, that's sick. That finally I get to see that. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, not even just the CM Punk main event night two, but the World Heavyweight Championship main event night two. Because
Yeah,
I feel like after Roman buried it a couple of years
he
ago,
did. Hmm.
it's kind of, taking that back seat to the undisputed. So I feel like with it main eventing night two, it's gonna kind of like be on the same
The
level.
same level. Yeah.
Um, until or if Roman wins it, then at that point, then maybe he'll bury the undisputed title.
Undisputed.
Um, but yeah, man, it's just I'm excited for this. I'm really glad that it's most likely going to be night two main event.
Yeah.
Um,
No, yeah,
yeah, I
that's the
hope that
match.
the next promos that are over the next couple of weeks is just it gets better than this one.
It's got to get better, yeah.
I don't think anything is ever going to hit the highs of the first one.
Hmm.
Um, but I hope that it's better than what this was.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we might be able to see some little small fights too.
Yeah,
So
hopefully,
hopefully we get to see a
hopefully,
little bit of that, just like Roman fucking tackling him down or some shit like that.
right.
So
I
that'd be
want to
pretty
see
cool.
more like fucking backstage segments of Roman too. I'm kind of
Yeah.
like, when the height of the bloodline was going on, bro, and they had all those backstage segments with everyone, like,
Hmm.
that kind of just got you engaged more. I
Hmm.
feel like now Roman just kind of shows up, fucking 10 minutes before his promo, and then he leaves right after.
Right. Yeah.
I enjoy more when you can build more story backstage and stuff. So I hope that happens, here on out, especially with the Usos being on Raw also.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean that's just my thoughts about it.
No.
Um,
Great.
so yeah,
Great conversation, bro. Hell yeah, dude. So
yeah,
let's see what happens, but yeah, we got SmackDown to look forward to. See how that
yep,
goes, and then we'll follow up again on Raw.
sounds
But
good.
yeah, but sweet. I hope you guys liked our takes. This is our first, I guess, what we can call it, our podcast or our. Or Christian,
Yeah,
what's her name? What's gonna be her name?
one fall sessions,
Fucking love that. One Fall
at
Sessions,
least
man.
for right now, until maybe we could think of something
Yeah.
better.
I
But
mean, I personally like that, but we'll see what
yeah,
happens.
we'll
But
see.
but definitely, yeah, man. Catch us on the next video, though. We'll be posting a little bit more, so that should be it. Any last words, my boy?
Io Sky is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. There we go.
Enough said. All right, I'll catch you guys later, man.
All right,
Peace.
see ya.